What's up, y'all? I got something in the mail here from Creative Reloading Solutions, and kind of been wanting to try this out for a while. I am going to kind of do an unboxing, but I've already unboxed it and just opened it up and looked at it or whatever. But I reload a lot of 10 gauge for my Winchester 1901. They take a shorter 2 7/8 inch shotgun shell, so they don't make those anymore. All you can get is the 3.5 inch 10 gauge shells. So I've tried a couple different ways of cutting these down, and I get them done. I mean, I get them working right. And I'll show you all three ways in this video. I'll show you all three ways that I do it, but I wanted to try this way because I thought it looked good, and it just seemed like a precision instrument. So I wanted to try it out. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first thing I kind of come up with is, I took a piece of wood and I screwed a razor blade to it, and then these are just for guides, and then I took this one and I put a screw in it so I could adjust it for the height that I needed, which right now it's adjusted for 2 7/8. So I would put my hole on there like that, put this up to it, and turn it, and end up with a 2 7/8 inch hole. The problem with that is, and maybe if I would have had a tighter fitting dowel, it would be better. But the problem I was having with this is I was getting uneven, kind of wavy edges on my cut shells. So I didn't like, I just didn't, this wasn't good enough for me. So I said, hey, I'm gonna contact this guy on Facebook, and I'll get his product out and I'll show you that. Then the next one I ordered was one from Casley, which is pretty nice. It's got the I think this is a wad splitter. I haven't never used this before. I mainly only use it to trim my holes down. Comes with a few extra blades, and this one actually works pretty good. It's kind of the same premise. You put your hole in and you just trim it. Now this one's way better than mine, because mine, I was ending up with too wavy of a hole, and it just wasn't that great. But if you look, this one's still kind of a wavy hole. It's pretty good. And what I do like about this one is how these will just fill up on here and you can just pop them right off. So I've been using this one for a while, and Gary makes a really good product. But I wanted to try something else because I've been watching the videos online, and he gets a really straight edge, and so I wanted to try one of his and just see. I'm always looking for something that does a little bit better. And so I contacted Rudy and them at Creative Reloading Solutions and got him to send me his 10 gauge hole trimmer. Well, when I contacted him, he didn't know if it would do 2 7/8 inch holes. So we kind of messaged back and forth on I think it was Facebook Messenger, and he determined that you know, they could do that, adjust theirs and make it where it would work for my 2 7/8 inch shells. So when they send it to you, first of all, they sent it. It's even got a hole on there that they did. So I mean, this is a very well crafted precision tool, if I'm being honest. It's got this is kind of a guard, and it's got the blade in there, and this is just to kind of keep you from cutting your fingers up. So, but I've only done one hole with it so far, but and see, this comes off too, and he also puts in other spacers and stuff like that. So if I want to do 3.5 inch, or you know, 2 3/4, or whatever. But so this fits in the primer pocket, and I mean, honestly, it's just your hole is not moving around any. So look how straight that is. I mean, that is very straight compared to mine. And I mean, this thing here is just awesome. Now, I don't know how many I could end up doing before I'd have to pull that off and where this one really shines is, and Gary could make his do that too, but this one you have to kind of pull these off and do that. Where Gary's could really improve is if the pipe was bigger. The pipe that he uses, that would definitely help, because where this one shines is the diameter of this. It doesn't allow the shell to flex when you're doing it. So you get a very uniform, very almost perfect, and sometimes they will be perfect. And this is really good for when you're doing your crimp. You know, roll crimping is not as important, I guess, or at least I don't feel it is. But when you're doing a star crimp of some type, you really need this edge here to be flat. So I'm gonna see if I use it without the guard, which obviously, you know, it's not the way he probably wants you to use it, but then it would make it a lot easier to just pull this off in between each hole that you do. So, but you could really run through some holes, and I mean, they just come out so uniform every time. Thank you, Rudy from Creative Reloading Solutions. This thing is going to help me for sure when I'm trimming up my holes, my 10 gauge holes for my 1901 Winchester that takes the 2 7/8 inch holes. He also makes these for, you know, other gauges, you know, 10 gauge, 12 gauge, probably 20 gauge. I don't really know what all they make, and they make some other stuff too. But this is a very, very nice, well-made precision tool to trim your holes. It's comfortable to use. I mean, it looks cool. It looks, you know, not that really matters, but it does look good. And while the other stuff does work, you know, I do appreciate the effort that is put into making these things nice and work like a precision tool. So check them out, give them a try. You won't be sorry. The other guys are great too. Well, the other guy, I mean, mine worked but it was just a jig I made. I wouldn't call it great by any means. It definitely cuts the worst out of all three of them, but it did work. And so, you know, give Rudy a message on Facebook. Check him out. You know, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this one too. This one's been I've been using these for a while too, but like I said, if this one had a little bit wider pipe, I think it would be pretty nice. Now this one is easily adjustable, and it cuts great too, but I do believe this is where it's at for now, at least in the 10 gauge 2 7/8 inch. Excellent job, excellent product, and I appreciate it, and I look forward to using it even more. Thank you. So I hope you like this little short review on, you know, the three pole trimmers that I've been using. To go from this to this is a big difference, obviously. This got the job done, but this is definitely a precision tool, and I'm happy to have it. This one here from Gary works wonderful too, but it just doesn't quite cut the line that I really needed on the you know, the 10 gauge. Let me see if I can correct the one that I did. See if it helps it out. Yep, even fixed my the one I did on mine that was so bad looking. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you'll like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna get to loading some 10 gauge shells so I can shoot my 1901 soon. I know a lot of people like that gun. It's personally my favorite shotgun that I have. I've got an original 87 too. It shoots black powder only, or I mean, you know, everything black powder. He has a couple smokeless loads for his 87 that runs just fine, but I haven't shot any smokeless in mine yet. I got this 10 gauge and I love shooting smokeless out of it, and it can handle a good bit more load. So that's when I want to shoot my lever action, I've kind of graduated or gravitated to that 1901. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. Give you know, you can find Gary Casley on Facebook in the Bucks and Slugs Reloader or something like that Facebook group. You can find Creative Reloading Solutions either on Facebook or YouTube, or you know, whatever. I'll try to put a link to some of their pages in here, and that way you can kind of find their products. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.